Welcome to my books and storytime by mybooksummary.com. Managing Oneself by Peter Drucker, a comprehensive and engaging exploration. The world has changed dramatically in the last few decades, and the traditional notion of a stable, linear career path has largely disappeared. Unlike in the past, where individuals would join a company in their early 20s and retire from the same organization, today's professionals must navigate a dynamic, unpredictable landscape. In Managing Oneself, Peter Drucker presents a powerful framework that shifts the focus from external job security to internal mastery. According to Drucker, long-term success depends not on the organization you work for, but on your ability to manage yourself, your strengths, your work style, and your values. This book is not just about professional growth. It is a guide to living a life of significance. Drucker insists that the people who thrive are those who understand themselves deeply, make strategic career choices, and continuously adapt to change. His insights are as relevant today as they were when he first penned them, offering timeless wisdom for anyone looking to take charge of their career and personal development. Understanding your strengths, the foundation of success. Drucker makes it clear that most people do not actually know what they are good at. This ignorance is one of the biggest barriers to professional growth. He introduces a simple but highly effective tool called feedback analysis, which involves systematically tracking the outcomes of key decisions over time. By writing down what you expect to happen and comparing it to the actual results, patterns begin to emerge. This method allows individuals to gain a true understanding of their strengths rather than relying on guesswork or external opinions. Once you identify your strengths, the next step is to cultivate them. Drucker emphasizes that the most successful people do not waste time trying to fix their weaknesses. Instead, they double down on their natural talents. The world rewards specialization, and those who refine their strengths are the ones who make the biggest impact. This idea is reminiscent of successful entrepreneurs, athletes, and artists who achieve greatness not by being well-rounded, but by excelling in their area of expertise. How do you work? Mastering your productivity patterns. Equally as important as knowing what you are good at is understanding how you work best. Drucker notes that people operate differently, and self-awareness in this area can make the difference between frustration and effectiveness. Some people absorb information best by reading, while others learn through listening. Some work well under structured routines, while others thrive in flexible environments. One of Drucker's most valuable insights is that trying to force yourself into an incompatible work style is a recipe for inefficiency. Take, for instance, Winston Churchill, who dictated most of his books and speeches rather than writing them down because he knew he was a poor writer but an excellent speaker. By recognizing his natural work preferences, Churchill maximized his productivity rather than struggling with ineffective methods. Similarly, professionals who understand their peak energy times, decision-making tendencies, and communication styles can create an environment that enables them to perform at their best. What are your values? Aligning work with meaning. Drucker insists that true fulfillment comes from aligning one's work with personal values. He asks readers to consider, what kind of work is meaningful to you? And what ethical standards are non-negotiable? The answers to these questions often determine long-term satisfaction. Many people find themselves miserable in careers that conflict with their core beliefs, even if they are financially successful. For example, someone who values creativity may feel stifled in a rigid corporate job, while a person driven by social impact may struggle in a profit-first environment. Understanding your values helps in making career choices that sustain motivation and prevent burnout. Drucker advises against working in an organization whose values conflict with your own, as this misalignment often leads to frustration and a lack of engagement. Instead, finding a workplace that shares your principles fosters a sense of purpose and drives professional excellence. Where do you belong? Finding the right environment for growth. One of Drucker's most empowering lessons is that individuals are responsible for placing themselves in roles where they can thrive. He rejects the notion that employers should dictate career paths, and instead encourages professionals to proactively seek environments that allow them to maximize their strengths. Many people stay in jobs that drain them simply because they believe they have no choice. However, Drucker challenges this mindset. He encourages individuals to continuously evaluate whether they are in the right place. If your current role does not allow you to leverage your strengths, Or if the company culture clashes with your values, it may be time to explore new opportunities. This could mean changing industries, moving to a different company, or even starting your own venture. What should you contribute? Defining your impact. Drucker believes that effectiveness is measured not by how busy you are but by the value you create. He argues that rather than simply doing what is asked of you, it is crucial to define your unique contribution. This requires setting clear goals and determining how you can make the greatest impact. He advises individuals to ask themselves, what results should I be delivering? And how can I add value in a way that aligns with my strengths? By answering these questions, professionals can move beyond routine work and focus on high-impact tasks that drive real success. This principle applies not only to leadership roles but to every position in an organization. Those who take ownership of their contributions stand out and are more likely to advance in their careers. The second half of your career, preparing for longevity. Drucker acknowledges that careers today last longer than ever, and professionals must prepare for multiple career transitions. He suggests that many people will have second careers, either by shifting to a new field, starting a business, or engaging in community work. The key to longevity is adaptability. Those who continuously develop new skills and remain open to change will thrive in the long run. He highlights examples of successful professionals who pivoted later in life, showing that career reinvention is not only possible but often rewarding. By planning for a second career early on, individuals can ensure continued growth and fulfillment beyond their primary profession. Final thoughts: the power of self-management. At its heart, managing oneself is a call to take control of one's career and life. Drucker rejects the idea that success is determined by external factors and instead places responsibility squarely on the individual. His timeless principles encourage us to know our strengths, understand how we work best, align our careers with our values, choose environments that support our growth, and focus on making a meaningful contribution. By applying Drucker's insights, anyone can design a fulfilling and impactful career. His wisdom serves as a roadmap for lifelong success in a rapidly changing world. The only real job security, he suggests, comes from knowing yourself and making strategic choices that leverage your unique talents. In a world where adaptability is key, managing oneself remains one of the most essential guides for professionals looking to navigate their careers with confidence and clarity. Stay tuned for more enlightening content. Head over to www.mybooksummary.com. Don't forget to subscribe and share the magic with friends. And let's grow together through the power of books and interesting stories.